Hello guys, Miraki there. Despite numerous videos on the subject of mounts, many of you don't know how to approach fusion. Today I'm taking you with me to show you how I do it. This is the ultimate free-to-play guide no one ever gave you. Buckle up, we are going step by step without wasting a single whistle. Before we begin to fuse, the first step is preparation. We define our objectives. My main lineups are Mulan Mehmet Rani and Cyrus Vlad Mansa Musa. I want to equip them first. I'll equip the other as I go, only if an unexpected but good result appears. Now that the objectives are clear, we are gonna start the manual fusion. Of course, we will start by recruiting horses. There are no particular precautions here. You can recruit all of them at once. Then we go to the breeding center. For my DPS, I fuse warbred horses together to get my traits. First, fuse horses without traits to give them the first trait. This is 100% guaranteed. For each subsequent fusion, analyze the risk while looking at the fusion table. This allows us to control the outcome and avoid wasting our whistles or losing valuable horses for other potential lineups. In our practical case, we want a might, gallant, or valor trait. Other less interesting but activable traits can be chosen, even if they are a low rarity for now. We'll use the same process for healers, using protective temperaments with each other. If you're looking for horses for a strategy lineup, you can first fuse horses with alert temperament together. Once your horses have a first trait, you can start selecting those that can meet your objectives. If they meet the criteria, equip your horses and only replace them if you can make a better one. If they do not meet them, or if they do not seem useful to you even for a secondary lineups, they become material to continue your fusions. Don't forget the fundamental rule. Only fuse a horse you're ready to lose. If you don't already have at least this horse equipped, keep it and only seek to produce another horse that will surpass it with your experiments. I have a horse with a good trait, but its rarity is too low. I take a horse with a docile temperament without any trait and fuse it. The role here is not to risk changing the trait, but to increase its rarity. This is the safeguarding method for your best result. To be honest, it doesn't work every time, but it's the best method to achieve it. One might be tempted to fuse docile horses with each other to increase their intrinsic rarity and then fuse them with others, but remember that fusing two horses with a trait necessarily gives a new one. The docile trait increases the probability of acquiring the traits of one of the two parents. It is better to keep docile horses without traits and increase natural advantage and legacy inheritance to make the probability of having both a better horse rarity and a better trait rarity more reliable. If you have a good rarity, but if the fusion results in a trait you're not interested in, we'll change it. For that, I take a horse with a spirited temperament. This gives me a chance to change the existing trait while also having a probability of getting the desired trait. This is a loss minimization strategy. As I explained in my previous video, hoping to get an optimal result as a low spender of free-to-play from the start is not realistic. But here we have 6 horses adapted to our 6 main heroes and even some other secondary lineups heroes who have found a suitable mount. The investment impact ratio on the field is much greater using this process than by having 1 or 2 very good horses with mythical rarity or mythical trait that wouldn't be suitable for your main 2 lineups. I could achieve it with only 100 whistles, and this is largely achievable in short term for a low spender or free to play. So, when to use mass fusion? Never. No, I'm kidding. Almost. Mass fusion come into play when all the basic horses for your main lineup have already been equipped with a first suitable horse. Mass fusion will crush all your horses until they reach a minimum defined rarity level. The quantity of horses consumed in the process is colossal. The fusion process will be by default eliminate all common horses regardless of the trait rarity level to create epic one at least. By experimenting manually, you will realize that you will have good horses with very good trait but a rarity that would have led to them being crushed by mass fusion. Mass fusion also intervene to obtain results that are less obvious to manipulate manually and are purely based on chance, such as specialized harvesting traits. Mass fusion indeed allows you to select the traits to keep without rarity criteria, however. As a free-to-play or low spender, mass fusions must be used very sparingly. The objective is really to create a base when to gradually increase it. And now a quick word on the skill tree. There are 3 main types of skill to make results more reliable. The first one is natural advantage that increase the probability of better base rarity level, means better statistics. The second one is legacy inheritance, with a process we use to transmit a trait via a docile temperament. This is the main focus to have if you want to maximize your chances of transmitting a trait and increase its rarity. And the last one is exceptional talent. This is a talent that will maximize the mutation of a trait we are trying to provoke with spirited horses. This skill increase both the probability of mutation and the chances that the trait's rarity level will be better. It also improves the probability to have another trait adding to the others. Finally, it's not really a skill, but the first level of bloodline stability unlocks adornment. You will find the video on my channel on this subject. Then the following levels unlock more insight points after each new fusion. I hope this short step-by-step guide has helped you forge your own strategy for fusing and equipping your horses. Don't hesitate to ask me your question in the comments or on my Discord. And next time, we'll analyze demons against horses and try to optimize it. Salut!